Hello and welcome. For tonight's entertainment, I had planned on starting a new campaign in DCS Liberation, but of course I did not get enough time this afternoon to start preparing this. So instead, I am just going to go through and maybe demonstrate how to create a new campaign. So I've literally just downloaded the latest version. In fact, I've just realized it is a pre-release version of DCS Liberation version 4.1.1, and you can get this from the GitHub pages. I'll put a link down below. Click on releases, and I've grabbed this pre-release version. You download the zip file, extract it to a folder, your location, and run the executable. And it comes up with this. So this looks slightly different than my last series of campaigns that were on DCS Liberation version 2.6, I think it was. So I will be stumbling through this, trying to figure out what I'm doing. If anyone has any other suggestions as well, please leave a comment. There's lots of documentation on this on the GitHub pages. I have read very little of it, because I like just stumbling through and figuring things out. I've just went in starting to create a new campaign. So these are the pre-made campaigns. So I do not have Nevada or Normandy. I do have the Persian Gulf map. Although, I'll be honest, I'm not terribly keen on it. It's either all water or all sand. So first thing first, I just need to pick one of these campaigns. I do like Syria. I also have the Syria map. I really like the Syria map. Also looking for something that isn't going to kill my humble computer. So the US Navy will handle. So the only aircraft I have is the Aviate-B Harrier. So that's US Navy aircraft. Just need to be careful that it's actually available in any of these campaigns. There's a performance of 2 out of 3. Sounds interesting. Don't know why, but I fancy this one. Allied Sword sounds cool. Just gonna leave this alone. Make sure. Yep, I have that aircraft. That's okay. lot of air defenses. Okay, I plan on just kind of leaving a lot of defaults. Now, mission duration. I want to try and make the missions fairly short. LHA. So I don't have the super carrier. No player. I don't have any of these mods. LHA. I think that's the helicopter ships, so that's okay. They can be used. I'm going to cheat you a wee bit and just down the income of the enemies. And I want to leave everything automated. I just want to jump in my airplane and fly. So the last time I ran a mission, I spent an awful lot of time actually setting up, well, purchasing aircraft and ground forces and going through and planning all their missions. This time I want to just let the computer do it all for me and see what happens, because that's part of the fun. Okay, that's a lot of red. Although I like this. This map's different than the last time. Different types of satellite images. Zoom away in on a target here, see what it looks like. You can see these images have been taken at a different time. This whole harbor structure doesn't exist in these ones. Oh, it's like an OpenStreetMaps or something. Here maps. Yes, RI. Oh, okay, slightly different. Right, leave it on there. Light plans. So what's the big red line then? Oh. Okay, supply route. Okay, so in theory we have to march our way from 2 air bases in here. Okay, we'll look at these in a second. We have to get from our 2 air bases, and these are our front lines. And as we go through the missions, these front lines will hopefully push back towards these 2 air bases. So I'm not even going to try and pronounce these. I will offend somebody. So we've got a few enemy ships this time. I don't know what this all means. I don't think they have an aircraft carrier then. So I have an aircraft carrier. I've got one of these LHAs. Okay, we'll have to chalk this up. Why is it not picked aircraft? Now, do we have any other air bases? Nope, that looks like it. Almost disappointed there's nothing over in Crete here. Or sorry, Cyprus. Okay, let's set up some parameters. I want my guys to be good because the AI is pretty pants in general. No night missions. Do we want a night mission? I turned that off on the last campaign. I'll maybe leave it on this time. I think I'll be rubbish at a night mission, but let's leave it on this time. You know, we should probably have a fog of war, shouldn't we? That would make it a bit more interesting. Strict weapons by date. Let's try that. Okay, so depreciated, so let's not select those. Since pilot level affects AI skill, I'm going to turn that off, I think. Enable per squadron pilot limits. No. So we're repairing runways, automate frontline purchases, aircraft purchases. Okay, so the only thing I want to do is pick a plane for me. And I'm going to unselect that because I don't mind actually waiting to fly my mission. Yep, I want everyone to start cold. Culling, this is the one I'm really looking for. I am going to change that to 200 kilometers. Do not call my cars. Okay. Don't know. I want splash damage. I'm gonna have to read the instructions what these are. Don't know. Right, no idea. That'll do. Okay, we haven't taken the first turn yet, so there'll be nothing there. There's no notes. So for each building and airport you have, you get generate a certain amount of money. So the idea is you take away the enemies' buildings and airports, and they get less money per turn. So let's see the enemy info. They haven't had their first go either. On leave, so people can go on leave. It's a war zone, people can't go on holiday. Oh, so what planes have I got? So what have we got? What's this? F-15, CE, F-16s. What's the difference in these? Just generally different squadrons. S3. I've never really got the AI Cobras to work so far, so we'll see how they work. What does the non-tanker one do then? Is that an ECM or a AWACS or something? Oh, 12 Hawkeyes. Old school Apaches. Oh, an F4, cool. I always like the F4. Harriers. Cool. Right, what I needed to do is, so if you click on each of the airports, you will see, so currently it has no aircraft. It's going to buy 4 Tomcats, 4 F-15Cs, 2 F-15Es, 2 F-16s, 2 tankers, 2 Hueys. It is a Huey, isn't it? It is. And no ground forces. I feel like that might be a mistake. So here we have a couple of Harriers, 8 Tomcats, more F-15s, F-16, F-4s. Excellent picture. Okay, this one has lots of ground forces. I kind of feel that I should buy some ground forces for this one. And I don't know what most of these things are, so I don't know what I'm buying. A couple of those. A couple of those. Oh dear, run out of money. $10 million. Okay. I hope I have enough. So what's this guy buying? Nada. Seems like a bit of a waste, but we'll wait until next turn for that. And here we have, here's our Hawkeyes, 2 more Tomcats, 14 Hornets. Okay, well, it looks like I'll be taking off from Ramat David then. Yep, there's 2 going to get purchased there. So to start off, what we need to do is to begin the campaign. Oh, let's have a look in here. Culling zones. So I believe everything that's outside these green and yellow circles is going to get culled, because we really don't need to generate all these air bases up the top. Now the question is, do I reduce that from 200 kilometers? 100 kilometers doesn't seem like enough. No, we'll leave it at 200 and see what happens. So I'm going to begin the campaign. I think they've changed the text on that. It used to be take first turn or something that was a bit non-descriptive. Okay, so this is generated flights. What I need to do is go and find one that has a Harrier in it that I can steal for me to fly. I'm dead. So how do I do this? Double click into it and I'm going to be in number 2. No, I said I wasn't going to change the auto-generated stuff, so there we go. Although I may well change these weapons, because 4 bombs on a gun pod? Seriously? Let me think, what is our mission? That would have been more important first. Right, take out the shulkers. 1, 2, 3, 4 shulkers. Okay, so I really only need 4 bombs then. Seed escort. I think that's new. Anyway. Let me think. I am going to take my usual sort of loadout, which is where's the guided rockets? Ah, okay. So because I've set the weapons to be time period, you can't take the GPS guided bombs. We don't have the laser guided rockets. I see. Okay, so change of plan. Let's think. GPU 16. It's a bit wasted in a shortcut. I really want to take some Mavericks, but I can't actually remember how to fire them. Okay, so I'm going to go for 2 GPU 12s and 2 GPU 12s. So that gives me 8 total. I've got a sidearm, I've got a sidewinder, I've got my wait. That's the ECM pod, isn't it? That's not the so I can't self-laze targets. Okay, this is going to be more interesting. I'm going after shilkas, so I'm going to take some cluster bombs then. Yep, done. There's no save button anymore. Oh no, cold. So time over target 1 hour in, taking off 24 minutes in. Okay, well I'll fast forward that a bit. So what are we hitting? What's these lines going back and forward? Oh, they're the waypoints before. Okay, yep. So quite literally, I am taking off. So by the time I take off, hopefully a lot of these strikes will have taken out the missile sites. Oh yes, let's have a look at our waypoints. Are we going in high or low? Waypoints, 25,000 feet. Okay. Assume these guys are going high as well. Yeah. So we're going in high. So I am the north end of the runway in this piece of waste ground. 1, 2, 3, 4 shulkers and a truck. Is anyone actually going? Where's the front line? There it is. I only have one. F-15. Okay. Is that it? Okay, so I need to get a bit more CAS for the next turn. Right, what are we going to call this? Let's be boring and just call it 4.1.1. Okay, so let's take our turn and see what happens. And I close all the programs in the background. What we do now is we open up DCS. I assume this is all the same as the last campaign. So I'm going to open this up in the mission editor, and the one thing I think I need to change the weather system. Now, is my audio coming through is the big question. I've recorded far too many of these with no audio. Yep, I think so. Oh, wow, that's a lot of... There's a lot of red. Yes, so what I'm going to do is have a look at the weather. Overcast 7, base is 8,000 feet. I'm going to cheat a wee bit and do a... quite like the scattered 5 and put that away up. Because flying where you just can't see just isn't fun. So I'm taking off from down here somewhere. Okay, what's the worst that could happen? That's an awful lot of red along this front line. I do not nearly have enough aircraft going out and doing CAS missions. I'm about to get trounced in mission 1. Right, let's see what happens. Anything interesting in here? My flight 2 departing at 24 minutes past. Okay. Come on, little computer. Holy mollies, what's happening? Okay, so I'm pegged at 32 gig of RAM. I don't think this is going to go well. Oh. Now, dude, where are you going to go? Wow, laggy. I don't think this is going to be playable. Got to do a wee bit of time compression here. Oh, that's close. Tomcats are big whenever you see them against F-18. F-18 away. Moving. Go on, climb, climb, climb. No! Oh man, that's close. Wow. That we F-18. Right, come on, I want to see this E2 taken off. Not from the Tarawa. Here we go. That was a lot less exciting than I thought it was going to be. A lot of tanks for all the distance it's going. That's my plane, but there's nobody in it. Whatever number 2 is. That's me, but there's nobody there. Right, never mind that. Do we have any enemy aircraft out? Not yet. Oh, we do with missiles. Scuds incoming. Oh man, there's loads of them. Enemy aircraft are inbound. That's a lot of scuds inbound. Come on, I want to see some launches from defense. Of course, I didn't buy this or build any defense. Oh, that may have been a mistake. I may have made an oopsie. It's not going for the airfield, it's going for this town. That's not very nice. Go on, shoot it down, somebody. Oh, launches are way too late. Okay, at least they're a bit pathetic. Where are they going? What? Patriots are firing. Oh, no, Patriots are dead. Oh, I've got JTAC, okay. Should really be fast forwarding this, but I want to watch it. Well, he's just gone out to sea. It was a waste of a whole bunch of scuds. Wow, that's a big claim. Come on, somebody get out there and shoot these suckers down. Everyone's flying the opposite direction. Come on, get in there. Less than 20 miles. Who's going to shoot first? Definitely need a few Patriot sites or something for in here. "12 miles. There we go, blues are firing. Phoenix out. Miss, and yeah, I think it just generally sucks. Well, my frame rate sucks. I think I'm gonna have to start this again and cull a bit more. Shoot him, shoot him! See that 14, isn't it? What's it doing? Why is somebody cutting the grass in the rain? Yeah, I'm getting 8 FPS. Boom! See ya. What's with the clouds? Microsoft Flight Sim is like this as well. Really grainy, horrible looking clouds. Splashdown! Where'd the other one go? Is it going already? Yeah, air superiority. 8 frames a second. Oh, why is there no cap over this front line? Now will the target the Reaper? Seven frames a second. Miss. Go on, hook round. Yep. AI Phoenixes suck. Oh. Whoa, jumpy. No, unplayable. It's a bit quieter at least. Wow, it's so jumpy. No, I don't think I can play this.
Generator. Flat failure. Flat failure. Caution. Caution. Generator.
No,
Generator.
can't even grab the buttons.
Flat failure. Flat failure. Caution. Generator. Generator. Generator, generator. Caution, caution. Generator, generator. Caution, caution. Generator, generator. Caution, caution.
No, this is not going to work. No, I think I'm going to have to abort out and cull a bit further because this is unplayable. Okay, I'm going to edit this out. Start again.